Welcome to the MagiReco news. I'm your anchor, the Razielam, and I also double as a beacon of Gondor during my spare time. Our top story today, the new event has been announced. It is going to be Beachside Bonds, which has been translated on the Japanese version as the ribbon at the beach, if you want to find some more information on that. Although I will have to tell you that the information on the wiki about this event it doesn't have anything, so sorry about that, but the Japanese people, I guess, didn't write down anything about this event when the event happened, so we're gonna have to go in somewhat fresh again. This event will indeed be a tower type event with event currency required to play, meaning you will have to use your AP to play regular quests outside of the event, which will give you event currency that you can then use to go into the event and then play the event with that. So if you're also wondering already, well, what sort of quests should I run to get the most amounts of event currency to play the event, just play any quest that has really high AP cost. Usually that means play the highest difficulty of either the Awakening Labyrinth or the Enhancement Labyrinth, which is going to give you a ton of currency and you're gonna be fine. I also need to mention something very specific about this specific one. Is you might remember the story for the Valentine story for Homura, which was written by Gidan Inukuri, which included pain, suffering and death. We then had the event story for Nagisa's Witch, which was also written by Gidan Inukuri, which included pain, suffering and death. And now, Gidan Inukuri has also written this event. I'm not going to tell you if it includes pain, suffering or death, but let's just say I really enjoyed the pain, suffering and death in these other two stories he's written, and I really enjoy this story as well. Moving on with the news on the Japanese server, there is indeed a new update going to happen, 2.1. We don't know what that update has in store for us yet, and I assume in just a few hours I would know what this update has in store for us, but I don't want to wait any longer. I've already waited a bunch hoping that the Japanese news would have anything, but no, the Japanese only also has the other MagiReco update and Magi report, which it's not translated, so I can't actually tell you what's happening. So yeah, no Japanese news pretty much, because they kind of didn't give us anything yet, but we'll soon. I'm not gonna do news specifically for the Japanese side though, this is mostly for the North American side. I also scrolled quickly over this. We also of course have the Fate Weave for Swimsuit Homura, who is indeed a light type unit. If you're wondering though about this Fate Weave, I'll probably do a video right after this one to tell you guys how good this Fate Weave is, and if you should roll on it or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the news right now. As a bit of a postscriptum, if you've been wondering, like I've said, I'm going to show you guys some data mines. This is not data mine stuff. Why did I not show you the data mines? Well, the thing is, recently, and with recently I mean like the last few months, what the developers have done is they made sure only to push new stuff onto the server directly before a new update. So there was actually a data mine for Swimsuit Homura. It just happened like a few minutes before the actual news went live. So we're not going to be able to actually get that many deep data mines, but there will still be some data mines at some times. I just won't be able to give you the data mines most of the time because it will happen just right when the actual news come out. A bit of a story about this as well. When the game first released in June last year, we were actually able to find data mines for the events like weeks, maybe even months in advance. That was very easy for us to view. However, after like 2 or 3 months of having perfect vision of the future, of always knowing what was going on, some guy then went to Reddit and probably Facebook as well, or at least I know from Reddit, and just plastered all of the data mines that we had all over Reddit and always linked directly to all the stuff that we've data mined, which of course the developers then realized, wait a second, why are there so many data mines all over Reddit and Facebook and Twitter as well? How do these people know all these data mines? And then they found out how we were accessing the data mines, and they basically locked off a huge part of the information that we found with the data mines, and then for the future made sure that we couldn't access new data mines that easily. So yeah, shout outs to all the people who paraded the data mines all over the place. And this is a thing that this is also one of the reasons why I'm doing the news now, is because I know that the majority of the data mines stuff that we will be able to find has been hidden from us, and the only real good data mines that we'll find are maybe just some rumors that might not come true immediately, or it's gonna happen right before the actual news. So if I do big videos about this, there's not really any harm that I can do about these sort of data mines. So I would not have done these news segments back in the day when we had a lot more information, because I don't want to parade really important data mines around, because then the developers will notice, which is exactly what happened. So yeah, now it doesn't matter anymore if the developers notice, because they already know what they're putting on in the game or not. So yeah, that's kind of sad that we lost most of our data mine stuff at some point because of that. But yeah, that's just a bit of an overview about also some of the stuff going forward with this new segment. But yeah, that was that. The post-scripting is going to be a lot shorter for the future events, but I needed to talk about this as well, because people were wondering probably about the actual ergonomics of data mines and this news in tandem with that. That was that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.